this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a development here as Wentz is out. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He'll look to throw, and he connects with Ertz. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 11 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down following the run. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 11-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Wentz now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They run with Pumphrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. And welcome back. We are in the city. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Cannon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd. Down. That's it, baby. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first. First across midfield to the 48. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Cannon escaping the pressure right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now here's a carry heading left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run here with Pumphrey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Hang on. 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now it's 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6. We saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one